Hi, I'd like to continue the discussion of Xcode, and here you can see I've got the Xcode editor open, and I've created a simple project from the templates. This is the master detail template, and the master detail template is a model for a classic iOS, design UI system where you have a list of items, and clicking on one of the or tapping on one of the items in the list takes you to another screen that shows you details or more information about that item. And what I'd like to do here is show you how to test a project in Xcode, and we can see how that works. So what I have here is I have the project open in Xcode, and at the top of the screen here, the upper left, let's talk about these options for a minute. This tells me what project I'm building right here. So I'm building the master detail example project. And then this little arrow is pointing to the iPhone 6. And so that's telling me that it wants to build it for iPhone 6. And if I click on this, it shows me a list of target devices. So if you have a physical device attached to the computer, then you can build and run on your device. Okay, so it has to be attached with the cable, and it'll be registered, and you'll see the device up here from the list. Down here, you can see the rest of the list is labeled iOS Simulator. So Apple provides an application called the iPhone Simulator or iOS Simulator, and that acts as the iPhone on your desktop. So it opens in a little window, and it does everything the iPhone does. So you can essentially test your projects from the desktop very easily by choosing one of the options here. You can see all the current crop of iOS devices are listed on the menu. So right now I have this set to iPhone 6. So we'll test this for the iPhone 6. So to test the project, once you have the right target here, you can click the play button, and then it will build the project. You can see it's building it right here, and in a moment it will open in the iPhone simulator. So this is the iPhone simulator, and you can see this is the master detail project in the simulator. And the simulator works just like the iPhone. It does everything the iPhone would do. And you can see it says master, and then it shows me master here. So that's the view that we're looking at. And if I click on, you can see it doesn't show the plus button here. That's actually created in code in this template. But if I click on the plus button there, it adds a new item to the view. I can click again. This master detail template works. The way that it functions is that whenever you click this plus button, it gets the date and time, and then it inserts a new row into the table view, and it displays the date and time there. And then when you tap on one of the rows with the date and time in it, then it takes you to the detail view, and the detail view is over here, and the detail view just displays the date and time again. So the idea is, this is a simple project, and it could be, your contacts or a list of people or a list of, who knows what. And when you click on an item in the list, you might want to get more information out of it, and it would display on this side. Okay, and then it's got a navigation controller that has a built-in back button here that takes us back to the previous screen. Okay, and you can see in the storyboard here for the project, you can see that this is the table view. It says table view there, and that represents this entire table view. This is a table view cell, and it contains information, and this says prototype cells, right? So in here, you don't make all the cells. Instead, you make one prototype cell, and then every time we need to display a cell in the app, it actually just duplicates that cell here. And that's why all of these have the same style. They have the the bold text here and the disclosure indicator on the right side. Okay. And when I go to this view here, you'll see it's got a UI label in the center of the screen, and then there's my UI label right there on the screen here. Okay, so there's a quick tour of the iOS simulator and how to test a project. If you're done testing your project, you can click the stop button here, and it'll close the project down in the simulator. And you can see the simulator here. It shows you all the projects on the desktop or on the the home screen of the simulator, and it essentially works just like a regular iPhone. It doesn't have all the apps your iPhone might have, but it pretty much just acts just like the iPhone. Okay, so there's a quick example there of Xcode and how to test your project.